Microphone check. Microphone check. 1, 2. Is this thing on? I think it's on. Can you see me? I see you. Hi. Sorry for that startling introduction. My name is Mac. Welcome back, Radventurers. But I can't help it. See, that's where my face is now. This is like yesterday I was like, hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm like, why? I'm not going to sugarcoat it, man. Look, I started Radventurers, okay, on the premise of being rad. And when I thought of, what fleet of e-bikes would I use for my rad ventures that I would take my Radventurers on? And it made sense. I wanted a company that was in the USA, where all the support is in the USA, where they got shops in the USA, they got people that know how to work in their bikes in the USA. And then I found Rad Power Bikes. I'm like, it was destiny. They've got the name Rad. It was destiny, man. It was destiny. I mean, look at the timing, okay? June of 2025, I get laid off, and I'm like, I'm going to start a business. Radventurers was born. Radventurers chose Rad Power Bikes. And now, as of November 10th, 2025, Rad Power Bikes faces possible shutdown as it tries to survive significant financial challenges. Posted on GeekWire here as of November 10th, 2025, 12:52 p.m. This is like 2 days ago. I'm making this emergency video off schedule because of this. Canceled all tours today. I've got bikes lined up to be serviced. What else do I got? I probably got the phone ringing, but I turned that to like DND, do not disturb, because man, this is big. This is mother-faking big, right? It's like, threw all my eggs in one basket, bam, that basket's going to be like shutting down soon. But that's never stopped me, okay? That's never stopped me. Don't you think for a second this is a cry more video, all right? I'm not a cry more type of person. I'm a problem solver. Let me tell you, all right? And I hope you rad people are watching, okay? Because I see that maybe some of you might be like throwing that towel. Like, call it good. We made a cool, 100 million, billion, trillion, whatever. And we're just going to call it a day, And that may be some of y'all's attitudes, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. All right? Why? Well, first of all, I'm not going to be that way because I've got rad in my title. Look at that. Radventurers. Even signed off by my dude, Zeb Powell. For Mac. That's me. I'm Mac. Zeb Powell said, yeah, man, that's rad. So I'm not going to do that name a disservice. I owe it to my dude, Zeb Powell, to stay rad. And I'm gonna. Okay, I hope y'all along for the ride. Could peep this. All right, I've got the solution. All right, I told you, I'm not a cry more person. I am a solution man. Let me prove it to you first, all right? Before we get into the all the, you know what? Maybe we should. Because maybe you don't know. Okay, let's dive into this a little bit deeper. Okay, what does it say? Well, it says Rad Power Bikes faces possible shutdown. Financial challenges is why. All right. Seattle-based electric bike maker Rad Power Bikes grew into a leading e-bike seller in North America during the pandemic, is fighting for survival as it faces significant financial challenges. The company confirmed on Monday. Okay, all right. Rad filed a worker adjustment and retraining notification. Warn. These acronyms, baby. Oh, God. Oh, God. With Washington State Employment Security Department on Friday, company spokesperson told GeekWire that filing was part of advance written notice of potential cessation of operations that could occur as early as January 2026. They're shutting down. Now, that's by law. They have to do that, okay? It's not like, oh, we're dead. Oh, we admit deadness. No, by law, they got to give their people notice that, yo, guys, yeah, it's not looking that good. We looking for some stuff, but we just warning you ahead of time. Here's our legal warning to y'all. And I get it, okay? So no final decisions have been made, and these notices are precautionary. The Rad spokesperson said, leadership is actively pursuing all viable options to keep the company operating. Yes, do it. Those options include funding to keep the company moving forward on the acquisition of Rad. So they're trying to sell the company. Damn, bruh. If they sell it, they're going to probably name it something different. Like, not Rad. They'll probably call it, like, Bad. They're going to, like, sell it to a billionaire, and they'll be like, now I shall name it Rad Power Bikes. I will take over the world with my bad power bike. Dude, I don't know if that's a good idea, man. Maybe don't sell it, okay? Listen, guys. Listen, I got the solution, man. Rad was conceived, yeah, but there's some, background. There's, blah, blah. Oh, here, the copy of the letter the company sent to Rad Power Bike employees. Gosh, man. My heart goes out to the employees of Rad Power Bikes, man. I'm sorry you guys got to go through this. Having been laid off myself, I get it. I know what's upstairs, right? How you going to feed? How you going to pay the mortgage? How you going to drive your cars? How you going to... A lot of questions, man. Even deeper ones, like, dude, like, I was a good whatever at Rad Power Bikes, and now I may be losing my purpose or something, So, as you were aware, Rad Power Bikes Incorporated, Rad, has faced economic challenges. They're admitting it to their employees following the pandemic impacts. Like other companies in the traditional and e-bike industry, Rad did not anticipate the sudden drop in consumer demand from COVID-era peaks. Rad has made significant progress in selling down the substantial excess inventory and finished goods built upon during COVID, and has been working to minimize its liabilities for raw materials purchased during or shortly after COVID. Okay, so COVID boomed, make a lot of bikes. And then COVID unboomed. And it's like, shoot, we got a lot of bikes. For the past several months, executive leadership has explored different ways to continue Rad's business, including strategic partnerships with other companies that could acquire the company or provide funding so the company could keep moving forward. Until recently, one such option seemed very promising and appeared to be likely closed. And it didn't. The collective mantra has been and will continue to be save Rad. So you're there. You're trying to save Rad. Good. You're trying to sell it. I get it. Rad's nothing without its people. I like that. To be clear, they're still fighting and looking for ways. In the event the company is forced to close, Rad will be required to cease operations on January 9th or within 14 days thereafter. Wow. Just wow, man. That's big. Same deal. Bicycle retailer. This is November 10th also. Rad's leadership, all same. Economic challenges. Rad Power Bike faces shutdown without new funding. It's TechCrunch. You see these articles, man. You see why I'm a little crunchy face. But here's the thing. Okay? I'm a man of solutions. So rad folks, if you're being rad and you stayed on to watch this video, get in touch with me. I've got solutions for you. I understand what you're going through, and I know how to make it work, okay? Here, this is the problem. The problem is that you're all thinking just like all the other e-bike companies, okay? Which is fine. That model worked, okay? You guys sparked it off. Sparked, like my wordplay there. Sparked. Oh, gosh, sometimes I kill myself, man. I'm sorry. But seriously, that pandemic was your tipping point, okay? You can't expect to ride that out forever. And that's where you went wrong, right? You joined all the other e-bike companies in thinking the same thing. Okay, it worked great. You got funding, you made money, you expanded operations, but then what? Demand went down. Why did demand go down? All right, let's just stop there and answer that question first, okay? I got the answers. We need to talk. Radventurers and Rad Power Bikes were destined to be. So get in touch with me, my friends. And for all of you watching this, you know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that, you know, this is where it's going. But I'm not done fighting either, okay? I have to fight for Rad Power Bikes to keep Radventurers alive. Because I own 17 of them damn bikes, dude. Yes, my whole fleet is Rad Power Bikes. I even bought replacements, okay? I mean, rad folks, your marketing could be so much better. Like, let me give you an example. Follow me for a second, okay? Because I had to sell my wife on e-bikes. You know how I sold her on e-bikes? All right, this is how I did it, right? Because this is what her problem was. Her problem was my balls. That's right. My balls was her problem with e-bikes. Why? Because, you know, she's big on like, oh, radiation, up in your balls. I mean, gosh, woman, they're my balls. Why are you so worried about my balls? I'm kidding. I love that woman to death. Thank you so much, my beautiful, beautiful wife, for worrying about my balls. Because of that, because you worried about my balls, I did my research. Look, Rad Power Bikes. Safe shield on the battery. Safe shield on the battery. My balls are protected. Guess what? I got you a bike. Oh no, your balls. But guess what? Safe shield. Your balls are protected. What do you mean? They got balls. They're up just further in, okay? I don't care what body type you got. Everybody got balls up in there. So, like, maybe, rad people, you should have had, like, a marketing campaign of protect your balls. Buy a Rad Power Bike with new Safe Shield. It's safe for your balls. Try. Okay, that was just one take, man. That was just one take, okay? And I almost made it to the end, okay? But I'm just saying. There could be other things that we do. We gotta think outside the box. Think different than all the other e-bike companies, okay? Because the ones that are still around doing stuff have found a way to keep doing stuff. And they're doing it differently. We just gotta make it better. Different and better. And look, man, that idea for the balls, that came in here. And I got more up in there. So you put it together, it's like, boom, all the ideas are here. Just get in touch with me. Find me in my link below, all right? People who like the channel, thank you for supporting it. Support this movement. Let's save Rad Power Bikes. November 20th, all right? I'm going to be at the Denver store, the Denver Rad Power Bikes store. Demoing the Radventurers, baby. Come talk to me. Come find me. Come have some free coffee and free scones with me, because there's going to be that there too. Other local vendors are going to be presenting their cool stuff. There's a cooler company that like attaches to your bike and like you could just keep your stuff cool. Or if you're a vendor, You could be like, boom, I'm going to vendor my stuff from my bike with my cooler that attaches to the back of the bike. That's cool. And I'm sure there's other stuff there too. November 20th from 4 to 6 p.m. The Denver Rad Power Bike store. That was a lot. My name is Mac. Welcome back, my friends, to the Radventurer channels, where now our new mission is to save Rad Power Bikes. Let's do it, baby. Stay rad. Cheers.